The Game Day Broadcast Network is proud to present Baseball Media Day. Baseball Media Day is brought to you by ION Training Center, the premier training center for Olympic athletes and hockey in Northern Virginia, and by Integrated Sports Medicine and Physical Therapy. Call Robin O'Connor and her team at Integrated Sports Medicine the next time you have to get back in the game.
Hello everyone, my name is Val Ardini. I'm the new head baseball coach at Westfield High School. I was on staff last year under Rob Haney, so I do want to have a little recap of last year. Don't want to talk too much about last year, but we were able to win the regional championship last year and had a lot of wars with Madison. I know Coach Pudge will be here later to talk a little more about that. But we were able to play Madison in the district championship, the regional championship, and we were fortunate enough to make it to the state championship last year. Again, I don't want to talk too much about last year, but we graduated some guys that were a big impact on our team, and that's going to lead us into this year. Again, I was on staff last year and named the head coach for the 2024 season. So I do want to introduce my new staff members. Coach Tom Verbanek will be joining our staff. He still was on staff last year. I was able to bring over Wade Ardini to be our pitching coach, and Brian Day will be helping out with our outfield. So I want to talk a little bit about what we've been doing in the offseason, something that we introduced last year that I thought had a huge impact on our players. We do 6 a.m. workouts twice a week. Where our guys buy into, getting their bodies ready for the season. And this year we had a big turnout, having about 25, 30 guys there at 6 a.m. every morning, working out, getting bigger, stronger, faster, and kind of developing the culture that we expect at Westfield. So we tried to encourage our players to have kind of a blue-collar work ethic, working hard and try to outwork everybody that will be playing throughout the year. So from last year's team, I want to talk about our returners. I'm not going to go too much into seniors or what grade they are, because in our program, we expect all of our guys to be leaders and to represent our program in the right way. So we do return most of our infield from last year, led by Case Cochran. He's our catcher. We return our shortstop, our second baseman, and our third baseman. Landon Murphy is going to play a huge role for us this year. Our guys consider him to be our glue guy, someone that leads our team and they turn to when things aren't going as planned. So, again, we're trying to create that culture that you have to play for the guy next to you and bring them closer together each and every day to have success. So those are our returning guys for the most part. College commitments, we don't have any of those right now. They're still in the process. We are young in our team. We graduated a lot of seniors last year, so they have a lot of shoes to fill, but I think we have the talent to be successful as long as all of our guys buy in to what we're trying to do. Met with our guys yesterday. Our goal is to compete every game and hopefully compete for a district championship. Our pitching staff is going to be headed by A.J. Pritchard. He's a returning guy that had a big impact for us last year in our state run. We have Cal Oakley, we have Tucker Whitaker, and some other guys that are going to be working in our bullpen this year as well. Like I said before, we return a lot of our guys from the state run, but this team is different. I explained to them this team is different than last year. There's different pieces to the puzzle, and we're going to continue to work hard and come together to hopefully to make some noise in our district. Good. So our schedule, moving on to our schedule, we do play a tough schedule. We play in one of the hardest districts in Northern Virginia, in my opinion. We have to play Madison, Oakton, Chantilly, and all the others as well. South Lakes is gonna be tough this year as well. But my idea of our program is to play the best teams that we can to prepare us to go into our district. So there are some highlighted games that we're going to be playing. We have a rematch of last year's state semifinal against Freedom South Riding, and we added a new team to our schedule, which is the Highland School. So those are some out of conference games that are should be highlighted and should be good games to watch. But we look forward to getting the season started and continue to work hard so that we can hopefully give us an opportunity to compete for a championship.
I got a question for you.
Yep.
The rise of travel baseball, how's that affected the high school game?
So I like to look at it in a positive way and a negative way. I have coached at the travel level too. I coached last year with a 16U team, and I think that it presents a lot of opportunities for kids to be seen by college coaches, and I think that it allows them also to play baseball. In order to get better at baseball, you have to play baseball. So, but the thing that I'll take a little negative from that is that it takes out of I think a little bit of the competitiveness that you see at the high school game, where games matter. You're playing to win. You're playing for championships, and sometimes those tournaments that you go to don't always reach to that magnitude of competitiveness. So, I do think that travel baseball helps them, but I think it also, from the high school perspective, it's not always teaching them, playing in a system, playing as a team. It's more individualized than it is about the team game.
What's the key thing in your mind to build your culture at Westfield?
I think the first thing at Westfield is to get the guys to buy in, and I think when they buy in and we teach them a blue collar work ethic, where we're going to try to outwork everybody each and every day, and also getting our guys to come together as one and play as a team. I think when you get individualized players doing things for themselves, then it takes away from the team goals. And I think that we do a good job there. We had success last year, and I think that we need to continue to get our guys to buy in, play as a team, and hopefully that will lead to success.
Coach, if you could talk a little bit about how Coach Verbanek has helped you as a coach, and
right.
And I know he's won so many games as a head coach, but
yes.
Having him on staff, that's a big deal for you, I know.
Right.
Just talk a little bit about what you maybe pulled from him here so far as the head coach.
Yeah, so a little background with me is I coached with Tom Verbanek over at Flint Hill for 10 years, and I also played for him as well. So I think Tom is a legend in the sport. Tom's also a legend in football as well, and I think he's one of the best coaches that ever come out of Northern Virginia. And so a lot of things that he has worked with me to progress as a coach has really impacted me in my maturation as a coach. I started with him when I was 23 years old, and had a lot of success at Flint Hill, and then my goal for being a head coach was to have Tom be my first hired assistant, which happened. But his impact on kids, I think that the way he goes about business, the way he is able to get the best out of all of our players, has been taught to me as well, and I think that it's a huge impact on our program, and I think it helps the kids more than you know. So it's a pleasure to have him on staff, and we look forward to doing it again.
All right, before I jump off of that topic, though, has he had to play referee between you and your brother Wade so far yet?
No, he has not yet. Wade and I have a good relationship. Wade has had a lot of success over at Madison with Pudge, and it was a tough sell to get him to come over. But Wade is second to none. Tom is second to none. I think our kids are very fortunate to have the coaches that they have, and if we can continue to move in the right direction, I think we'll have great success.
Consistent with the theme of playing as a team rather than as an individual player, the transfer portal has really shaken things
right.
up in terms of recruitment to college teams. How are you advising your kids to deal with that?
So the thing we talk about is, I try to instill my kids that, you need to play the game and have fun, and the recruiting will take care of itself. But the transfer portal after talking to a lot of college coaches, it has impacted high school recruiting a lot. And it makes it tough on coaches as well, because you're trying to do what you can for your players to play at the next level. And after talking to college coaches, they like to go to the portal and pick guys that are ready to go at the college level. I think that the transfer portal also it can open the avenue for junior college. I'm a big proponent of. I love the idea of junior college. I went to junior college. Coach Wade also went to junior college as well, and I think that the junior college route allows them to play instead of sit on, let's say, a Division I team. Not saying that Division I, Division II, and Division III are not good, because if you're good enough to play there, they're going to find you. But I think that it has become a challenge in the recruiting process to get those guys committed, to get those guys signed. And for our guys to go to the next level, we have to look at every opportunity that they can get. So, but the transfer portal has had a huge impact in recruiting, and it's all new to everyone as well. So we're kind of navigating through that and trying to get our guys the best opportunity they can.
Coach, thanks for coming. Good luck this year. We'll be excited to see how the Bulldogs do.
Yep. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
The Game Day Broadcast Network is proud to present Baseball Media Day. Baseball Media Day is brought to you by Ion Training Center, the premier training center for Olympic athletes and hockey in Northern Virginia, and by Integrated Sports Medicine and Physical Therapy. Call Robin O'Connor and her team at Integrated Sports Medicine the next time you have to get back in the game.